How's it going?
Let me just mute you on the
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you need me to screen share your portfolio so you don't have to see the delay or whatnot?
Don't worry, I think it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. All right. Would you like to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about how you got into 3D?
Hmm. Well, I've been doing 3D for a while already. Maybe about 10 or
What's a
12 years
what's a
when
while?
when people when people were gaming. When I was 12 or 13, I started doing 3D on my own,
Oh,
uh,
really? Wow.
very
Okay.
badly.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's how we start, man.
yeah, I don't know if there has been enough progress, but since then. But yeah, after that, I wanted to do computer science because I thought, well, I'm doing this on the computer, so this must be computer science.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I left it halfway through and started focusing on learning on my own and doing freelance stuff. I've
Hmm.
been doing freelance for the last 4 or 5 years. And yeah, now just last month I got hired
Oh, really?
for doing 3D. And yeah, just moved countries last week.
Oh my God. That's right. I remember you saying this in our chat. You're like, "Oh man, so
Yeah,
sorry."
life has been going a bit messy. So
Yeah. Where are you at now, or like where did you move to?
I moved to Berlin
Mm-hmm.
to a startup. They're doing um, AR things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically modeling glasses all day.
Yeah. That's cool though, man. That's how it starts. You get in and you start doing stuff. And
Mhm. Yeah.
the cool part is you're around people, right, that are also like they have the ambition and the the interest in trying to ship a project or a product that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
everyone's
And
invested in.
everyone is super experienced, so you learn a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, that's really good, man. Yeah, congrats. So okay, so how let's see how old because I know like this vehicle is like 5 years old.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah.
got this tripod robot, and
Yeah,
then
that was an artist.
yeah, this
It's
robot.
pretty much it's pretty much uh, ordered by time, I think, everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just kind
Mm,
of as you went and you progressed. Looks like you're diving into
yeah,
sub D
for the most
modeling.
part. Yeah,
Mm.
that, that was, yeah, just the engine, but
Just kind of scrolling through your stuff. Is this environment from you, or did you just let's see, Unreal
no,
Marketplace?
it's a photo scan
Mm-hmm.
from a street in, via Gemini, yeah, from SketchUp. Yeah.
Dude, awesome.
The
That's a
plan
great
was
way of doing it.
actually, the plan was to just use it as a blockout and do it myself, but yeah, I didn't.
You're like, well, this car took a while. I guess
It's
I'll just stop now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's it's a bit sad because it's super blobby. The scene it looks cool because of the lighting, but it's super blobby. It's very low resolution scan, so you can't really tell.
I mean, I think it's all right when you're focusing on the vehicle, right? And you have a
Mhm,
handful of assets that are near it that help keep the fidelity up.
mhm.
So I think it actually turned out fine. A lot of the times too, you have the depth of field pretty strong, so you're just looking at the
Yeah,
vehicle.
that's not co- how do you say it? That's not a coincidence. you know?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
intentionally blurred the
totally on purpose.
blobbiness.
Yeah. Mhm. And the plants also help add some
Yeah.
detail in the shadows and such. Just tricks to avoid doing work.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I mean this is pretty cool. So it looks like you were pretty deep into vehicles.
Mhm.
This
Yeah,
Dominator 3 thing's kind of crazy.
I actually started doing modding for Assetto Corsa for a racing game. That's
Mhm.
when I started taking 3D a bit more seriously. And then after that, I
Mhm.
noticed that I could sell things. So after that, I figured out I could make money with it. But yeah,
Right. So is
the
that when you
beginnings
started doing
were
the
cars.
freelance?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Now I know that cuz it says you're from Spain,
Mhm.
Valencia. Is it difficult to get work over there if it's not
Yes. Well,
freelance?
at
Yeah.
least for me, has been impossible so far.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, cuz I've heard a lot of like Spain and Portugal are just like it's very difficult to get into the industry from there.
mm, well, it hasn't worked out for me, so I can't really say if it's easier somewhere else. But
Mm,
the industry is not that big. The level is quite high. It's well,
yeah.
the base level is Elite 3D. So
Yeah, yeah, and they're pretty they've got some quality.
mhm.
Dude, this is okay, so you were making vehicles. You've got this scuba set. So it looks like you're kind of jumping around between different
So
things.
the
This is a
thing
VR
is,
stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
so some of the things are from freelance stuff I did
Mhm.
that I think looks quite cool for the portfolio. So yeah, when you're doing freelance, you do everything. You whatever
Yeah.
you asked for. So I thought that this set looked quite cool. Some of the assets, and yeah, just put everything together in a post. Before I had a separate post for everything, for every
Mhm.
separate thing. But yeah, someone recommended me to have it in one place because yeah,
Yeah,
it was all very related.
I think it's quite valuable when you have assets that can be related to each other, near each other, cuz
Mhm.
you end up naturally making a scene because of it.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, the environment is also kind of like the one with the car. It's a bit hacky, but
Mm. Yeah, but the goal is the
mm,
assets, right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
main focus is the assets.
Yeah, I really like like super reflective materials or like super
Mhm.
shiny, and then you've got like the plastic here, and then all of the scuba gear is very different in roughness between all of the different pieces. It's pretty cool. It said it was for a VR simulator slash
Yeah,
training game.
a VR training thing.
That's interesting. That's cool, man. And then, dude, I remember this. Oh yes,
Mhm. Yeah, that looks. I think I think that's the best thing I have currently on my portfolio.
and
That
the materials look really
and
good.
that's certainly thanks to the Dynasty channel. So
Well, I don't know, man. You have to be able to extrapolate the critiques you get, right? And you're the one who ends up putting the work in to get the feedback onto your asset. But uh,
yeah.
oh, that's an interesting way of presenting the maps. I hadn't seen that before. Like the soft fade between them all.
Hmm. What do you think of it? Should
I
I
think it's all right. I
remove?
think if the fade was any wider, then you can start getting like misinterpretation between what's happening. But I think there's enough space that you don't
Hmm.
see that. I'm not sure. Is this white one? Is that an ambient occlusion or what is that one?
Probably metal.
Is that a metalness map?
Yeah, it should be metal.
Yeah, because I wonder.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the grip and everything together in one texture. So
right. It's almost ergonomic.
Yeah, I didn't think about putting it in hands when
Yeah.
I started doing it, and then I got the hands, and oh, this doesn't quite work.
Yeah. Like it's fine. It's everything's fine. Um, it's super interesting though. It's really
Yeah,
interesting design as well.
pretty uncomfortable, but
Yeah. I won't comment. Yeah, I think when you see it in that first person view, you can see how much like the profile could be pushed to just
Mhm.
get a less flat side to it, where like this part could be brought out further, and I guess maybe these need to be as seamless as they can be, so that's fine. But yeah, there's
Yeah.
opportunities to push and pull the shapes to get more variety
Work
on this on the surface.
more
Yeah,
the silhouette. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true.
Do I love this seam here in the rubber, or this, I don't know, it's this plastic polymer.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a bit
Yeah.
of this back area here feels a little low. I don't know if it's like the shading or like how sharp it is here. Do you know what I mean? Like in this back part of the pistol, or it's not
Like
this handgun.
you can sort of feel the polygons maybe. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it's
like
quite
it's a
high
little bit
res,
of
but
that, but maybe it's like just how sharp things become. So there's like
Mhm.
rounding here, but then it's like a sharp edge, and then super sharp up here.
Mhm.
You see it especially from the direct back view, like if you were aiming.
Yeah, it's very polygonal. Yeah.
But man, from this view, this is a that looks sick. Yeah, I can't
Mhm.
even tell that it's uncomfortable to hold.
Yeah,
You
the
hid that
hand is
well.
just clipping, but you can see it, so it's fine.
Yeah, you hid that pretty well. I can't even tell it's clipping. Oh, nice. Some color variation too. Man, the when you render it against a surface like this, like I think the first time I saw that really like popping was Defcon's work. But like when you render it on a surface that's like super accurate, everything just it
Yeah,
starts
I
to look like a
could have
photo,
gone
right?
inspired by him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's blushing somewhere. That's super cool though. Oh yeah, I really liked this presentation too. Just like these rotations. Maybe if it was
Yeah,
like,
and yeah, yeah, you spotted it.
yeah,
That I rendered too many frames.
well, it just needs the loop, I
didn't
guess,
didn't
right?
bother fixing it.
Yeah, you could go to the halfway point and then just uh instead of re-rendering more frames, just bring it into Premiere or like DaVinci or whatever, and then just reverse the video. Hey, thanks for
Oh,
the
yeah,
sub, Tobias.
yeah,
Yeah, you could reverse the
that's right.
video and then it just goes back and then it'll loop perfectly.
Hmm.
It does look more washed out here versus like when you see it in renders. I guess is that because this is a render versus
Mm,
like I don't know what
it's all
this.
in Marmoset, but maybe the lighting setup got screwed up for some reason. So
Yeah, because it's really
I
washed
had
out here,
like
right?
5 or 6 Marmoset folders with different lightings, and so I could just swap the scene, just
Yeah.
disable one and enable the other. And maybe here some of the folders got stayed enabled that shouldn't, some of the lights that shouldn't be enabled.
Right. So it might just be it's just a different lighting setup that's getting it that washed out feel.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's definitely some light that shouldn't be there.
Man, I love this color. If you make more weapons, I would love to see this color on more guns. Or
At the
in
time when I did this weapon, there was another another pistol that was published on the station with that same color, and I thought, maybe I could try this one.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, I I can't remember. I can't quite remember who made it, but yeah, it was a real pistol just with the polymer in that color, and it looked quite good. I didn't
Oh,
want to make the main gun that color because it was a bit too obvious that it was inspired by the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I mean,
wanted to.
yeah, that I don't know. Just you could just wait a little while. Particle Man in chat, he's like, yeah, this looks like the color of plastic from an elementary school chair, which is probably not the best color to be referring to. Uh, but dude, this is really cool. So okay, so you got that one, then you went in, you made this vehicle, the Mini 1275 GT.
Mhm.
Really cool
Yeah,
looking.
that has been a while in the making.
Yeah,
It's still not finished, but I wanted to get it out of the way. Also because the position got published for a vehicle artist that was quite interesting, and I want to have it there.
right.
So yeah, it's unfinished, and but I just wanted to get it out of the way.
Dude, the tires look really good. I don't know what it like. They just feel used.
Yeah, they are photo scans.
Yeah. Okay, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, yeah. It's a photo
Is
scan. Like it's cleaned up and such, but
yeah. Is okay. So the tire is a photo scan. Did you make the rim?
the tire and the rim, well, it's more down in the post. You can kind of see how it is.
Oh yeah.
The tire and the rim is a scan on on its own,
Wow.
but
Okay.
the rim I just redid it because it
Yeah.
looked awful.
It
But
look.
yeah, if you go down, I think there's a screenshot of the raw scan of the
Dang, the
frame.
close-ups of this are like super detailed. Like the attention to detail on
Mm-hmm.
like the little subtle variations of roughness, like that
Yeah,
sandy, dusty stuff there, dude. It looks like
that's procedural stuff.
it's
Couldn't be bothered texture.
yeah. I mean, it looks great. You're putting it in all the right places.
Just an ambient occlusion max
Yeah.
it is putting it on itself. Yeah, yeah. As I said, in the end, it was just a low effort rush because I
Yeah.
wanted to get it out of the way.
Oh, this looks really cool, man. Yeah, these full frame pictures are really nice. Dang, that's super cool. Yeah, this one's quite impressive. Oh, I see the
Oh,
tire part you're
there's the
talking
ring.
about. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Raw scan. Dude, that's super cool. Yeah, you were saying the scan was really helpful.
yeah. The scan for the tire worked
Mm-hmm.
out super well because it had a lot of detail and it's very rough. So the scan there worked very good. For the rest of the car, it was very helpful to get the proportion right
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it looked
not
like it
really to do
wasn't.
a retopo there, but everything is there and the landmarks are in the right place. So that already helps a lot
Yeah, so it
when
helped you get
working
all
on
that
cars.
scale correct. Yeah, I was like,
Mhm.
dude, what happened? Did this thing like burn? But it's just like it's just the
Yeah, no, it's
scan.
just a bad scan. Yeah,
But for
shiny
proportions,
shiny
it's pretty
surfaces
good.
don't quite work with.
Yeah, no one would know if you sprayed the car with like powder or anything. It's fine. Uh,
Yeah, it was a bit dirty, but
so okay, now what are these?
yeah, that was something I had the incredible chance to work on for a while
Mm-hmm.
as a freelance 3D artist with RapCat.
That
And
is
yeah,
super cool.
I think that quite helps the portfolio. And
Yeah,
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 there is where I really learned about about actual production. So
right. Yeah, so
so
you
far
built these
it has
guns,
been me, myself, and I just dealing with clients and dealing with everything. And here you have very specific limitations that you have to follow, and
right?
that
Man,
also
that is really cool. And I guess these are just color swaps. for
I didn't do
the
any of
weapon.
that, to be honest. I think the Riot VFX
Hmm.
team did it.
Yeah, so
I,
you just basically gave him the gun,
also,
right?
yeah, I also didn't do the textures on these ones, just until the baking uh, baking step. Just the yeah, I did everything except for the textures.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess that would make sense if they're trying to like really maintain fidelity, like the same quality between all of their work. They can at least get the
Yeah.
high poly and the bake out of the way, and then they
No,
manage the rest.
they did the textures at PrepCat, but this was just my first asset with them.
Hmm.
Well, my two first assets, so it was a bit tricky
Yeah,
to get the texturing right. So yeah, they just took care of it.
well, this is
It was
super
also
cool, man.
easier for them as they were on site, so they can.
Yeah, they can do their feedback and whatnot on their own.
Mhm.
Dude, it's really cool, man. That's really exciting that you got the chance to work on this type of stuff. And now you're saying you're in you just moved and
Mhm.
you're working on some other stuff now. I mean, it sounds like you
Yeah,
just got out of freelance.
yes, yeah. I just got on a contract finally,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, to be honest, the thing I'm working on is not very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer if it was something else, but
Yeah, but
at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it's. I mean, I'm working doing 3D full time, so
yeah. So now it's
that's
paying for the rest of everything else, and then from there
Mhm.
you can continue forward. So okay, so
Yeah, exactly.
if it's I guess when it comes to that type of discussion, you have like, okay, you get a job, and a lot of the time people get a job, it's new to them. They have to kind of grow into that shoe, if that makes sense. And then once that's happened, if it's not fulfilling enough, they either move on or they don't realize that it's not fulfilling enough, and they start working on stuff at home. Uh,
Mhm.
and then you pick up on that. And if working on stuff at home isn't enough, that's usually when people move on to another studio. Um, but yeah,
Mhm.
it sounds like you know what you're doing, if that makes sense. Um, your work has
Well, I
gotten really good as you've progressed through this.
cool. Thanks. Yeah, currently I'm already working on some environments. I want to try to get into
Hmm.
a bit of environment that see see where things go. Maybe a bit of designer and such. I'm working on a scene with a friend now that maybe it will get published this year or maybe not.
Oh,
But
cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, we
Is that all
went
pretty
a bit.
hidden? You guys
Uh,
aren't showing anyone anything?
we haven't shown anything anywhere, I think, but soon I think as soon as the scene start to having some shape, I think we will share.
Yeah.
I guess I can share some screenshots, but
I mean, you don't have to. We
it's
can
not
look at it when you
secret or
guys are.
anything. It's not secret or anything. It's just
Yeah.
that we haven't really. Uh, we just
Yeah, you can probably do it in the chat that we have.
yeah. I'm looking for a
I'm
screenshot.
just like, are you sure I'm okay to like I know it's just between you two and it's not like NDAs or anything, but like I don't know if like
Yeah, no, but we are not sharing it not because of wanting to keep it secret, but just
mhm.
because we haven't had the chance to do so. But wow, this is a lot of pictures. Let me find the right one.
Yeah, the so while you're looking for that stuff, I was gonna say that the mini GT that you made, man, it's like there's something. I'm not too much of a car person, which is really weird because I worked on Forza, But this is really nice. Like, I don't know. It's just the
Well,
attention to detail is all there.
yeah, it also helped that I have the car at my disposal, basically, so
Yeah.
I can fairly easily take reference pictures of anything I need, and also scans. So
Hmm. Yeah, that's really cool. I kind of want to see it with rain on it. What's the
you're
underside of the car look
oh,
like? Like this kind of. Someone in
uh,
chat's Vince is asking about the underside of the.
it's mostly flat.
Yeah.
It has the exhaust and such, but yeah. Well, the real car is also mostly flat.
Right. That's cool, man. Man, you even have a
Nah,
weight
I
in the
can
tire.
find the I can find a Trello board. Um,
Oh no, it's all good.
we we're
I
working on, but
I look
there's
forward
nothing.
to when you post it on the Discord. We can look at it there.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, the next week or the other. As soon as I have my proper computer set up here. I'm
Hmm.
currently just on the laptop and it's a bit shitty. But as soon as I have everything set up, I to prepare some renders of the scenes and start gathering some feedback because
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
it's starting to have some shape.
Well, super cool, man.
And
Do you
it's
have
also my first uh, environment, proper environment, so it's a bit of
right?
a milestone.
Yeah, I mean that's
Want
gonna
to
be
do it
cool
right.
because right now you don't really have like your own environment in that sense, right, on your portfolio.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah,
gonna be really cool
yeah.
to see.
I kind of want to get into it.
Did you have any questions for me or like anything you wanted to ask?
Mm, well, probably, but mostly, I mean, I do have questions related to the environment, but
Well, it can be about
technical,
anything.
technical, uh, technical stuff about you know dealing with RGB masks, dealing with trim sheets.
Hmm.
Uh, so maybe if you could, maybe you could enlighten me with this a bit.
With trim
I've
sheets.
been well with materials a bit. Maybe not sure if this is the right way to work. I've been doing some substance design materials
Hmm.
for rock walls and such with concrete. Um,
Right.
and my thought was to be having the in the base material with the rock and concrete. Let me find for. It's like an old castle wall, but not castle. Maybe an old house.
Right. It's like, yeah, so you've got like large rocks and stones, and then there's another
Yeah,
material like concrete or
and
some type of
concrete
stucco on
in
top of
between
it.
the rocks.
Yeah.
And would it make sense to have a variation of this material with the same distribution of rocks, but more concrete, maybe?
I mean, if
So
you want
that
to get
then you can
variety,
mask
yeah.
it in.
Yeah, because you could blend between the two, right? Because we were
Mhm,
talking about that in the last portfolio review. Uh,
mhm,
and it's
yeah.
just it's just about having that variety in order to either blend with a mask or to vertex paint between the two. Because then
Mhm,
you can, if you start to see a repetition, what I would suggest doing is making the one that you would see the most, and just get that in the scene. And if you're seeing a lot of repetition, see if the propping that you do on top of it fixes the tiling.
mhm,
Any details that
mhm.
are around
Yeah.
it, cover that up. And if they don't, then you make the iteration, the other variation of it, and you then you
Mhm,
can blend between the two.
mhm. Yeah, totally. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
when you if you have any questions like that, just post it in the Discord, or you can
Yeah,
message me directly as well.
definitely. As long as I start building the scene up
Mm.
properly, I'm going to start posting it everywhere.
Yeah, because I'm sure we
Having
can give you
feedback.
lots of feedback.
Yeah.
Maybe too much, get you flooded a bit, and you have to sort through it. But
Nah, I think it'll
yeah,
be fine.
no,
We are two
this
people
is
working on it,
really
so
cool. Yeah, yeah, it'll be easier
we can handle double
to
the
eat.
fixing.
But it's really nice to see your portfolio and see like where you're at now versus where you had started. So actually, you can see the progress, like the progression and the quality. And then now
Mhm.
you're just you're technically in it, and you can just kind of keep trucking along. It's gonna be really interesting to see where you head as you continue forward. This
Yeah,
actually reminds
yeah.
me a lot of the moderator Abel on the
Mhm.
on our Discord. He's a associate art director now, and I remember when he joined the Discord and was trying to get into games.
Maybe that's a bit over ambitious, but would you say that there's anything that maybe is not quite fitting that maybe I should delete or
Hmm.
rearrange in some way? Maybe
I mean, I
have
think
a
the
proper.
the tripod robot and the torpedo don't really fit the rest of your portfolio these days. I guess the Dominator 3 too, if you wanted to remove another thing. Like you could just hide those three. The rest
Yeah.
seems to kind of fit within the same quality. And now you have this Valorant stuff at the front. It's super nice.
Yeah, it's my pride. It's my.
Yeah. And I debate on the banner
I mean,
being
I know most of the
this one and
merit
this.
is not mine, but in the end,
Oh, it's
it's
super
cool to
cool.
have
I mean,
the
that's
first
the reality of AAA.
industry thing there.
Yeah, that's the reality of AAA though, right? Is like everything's not so much yours as it is like everyone's on the team's efforts. So you'll get used
Yeah,
to it before you know it, and then you just credit everyone like you
the
have
leads
been.
feedback. Yeah,
Yeah. But no,
it's
it's super
basically
cool.
the result of the feedback.
Yeah. That's yeah. So for me, I'm curious where that's gonna go, because like I'm a lead now. So when whatever I'm working on's done, what am I gonna post? And I kind of want to experiment with posting the people that were on my team, posting their work, and just spamming their name out and being like, these are the people that I managed. Look at all the cool stuff they made.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen much of that on ArtStation, so I'm curious if that would even work or read well. We'll see. But I got to get out of
Mhm.
here. It's 10:06. Um
Yeah, because I will have to get out too.
yeah. No, it's a pleasure to chat with you. And
Yeah, same. It's a pleasure to hear your
it's
thoughts and feedback.
it's really cool. It's a great portfolio, and I'm excited to see what stuff you do as you continue forward.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
Speak soon.
Yeah, of
Bye.
course. Later. That was a really nice one.